Welcome, it's great to have you here. Today we're going to talk again about washing pads. After all the workshops and individual sessions, we have so many pads that I need to wash. That means the pile we have here is just a fraction of what we have over there on the wall, which is 3 times more. I will show you various things and also test them again for myself. In the last few days, I have washed a lot of microfiber towels with the INNOVACAR MICRON shampoo, and I have already made a video about that. Very, very cool. I just want to thoroughly test this with you when we wash the polishing pads, and especially with this amount, it really makes no sense to wring them out by hand at the sink or anything like that. It just takes an extremely long time. That's why I already gave you the tip that what you need is a really good microfiber detergent that completely washes out the wax, silicone and polish residues from the pads and can also dissolve them. So, a nice detergent is essential, along with a really good laundry bag. This definitely protects the foam and hook and loop structure. This is very, very important because otherwise the pads will fly around in the washing machine during the spin cycle. And then you simply have the problem that they start to come off at the edges over time, and the Velcro surface also suffers significantly. So, the whole thing suffers tremendously. That's why I always take a laundry bag with me. I've linked it for you below, and I always use it with the polishing pads in the washing machine. What I'm doing a bit differently today is that I have pads here that have been sitting on the edge of my hole for over a week. They are intentionally drying out. This means I want to create an absolute challenge for the microfiber detergent. Today, we will only wash the pads in the laundry. I also have this one, which is still fresh, so we don't need that. And here we also have different ones. This will be our pad wash. We have different levels of soiling. Here we have pads that are moderately soiled. In the middle, we have completely dried polish. I have different pads. You can also see here that the levels of soiling are very different. And then we also have pads that are really, really heavily caked. Here, remember these two light blue ones. They are really caked with polish. And these are pads that have simply been sitting for a while. And now the first important note, this should not happen at all if you are done polishing with these polishing pads. Either put them directly into the washing machine with microfiber detergent and a laundry bag. I always set it to 30 degrees or 40 degrees, depending on the level of soiling. Here, 40 degrees is actually more than enough. Then, spin at a maximum of 1,000 revolutions. This has worked very, very well in our washing machine. If you're feeling a bit panicked, maybe set it down to 800, but not at 1200 or 1400. That is an extreme strain on these polishing pads. Sometimes you have to experiment a bit. Maybe it works better with your machine, but I always stick to this. I usually do 40-1000. That's always my reference point. Now we come to an important point. If you have left these pads for a day, here, they are really hard dried and completely dried out in the foam structure. Then it can certainly happen that the washing machine cannot handle it, and the microfiber detergent therefore dissolves the polish residues. And I just always do it this way now. I place the pads on a surface. You can also treat each pad individually. And now I'll show you how I do it. My tactic is to either put it in the wash bucket, you add about 5 liters of water depending on the amount of pads, 5 liters of water into the wash bucket, and then you add about 30 to 40 milliliters of microfiber detergent. Mix it all up nicely and then put all the pads in. But don't let it soak in the 2001 liquid for 3 weeks, really just a maximum of 3, 4 or 5 hours. That should be sufficient. And afterwards, just do a pad wash right away. You can also do the following, which is why this special video again. I have about 750 ml of water in this spray bottle, just regular water. And we'll put a little bit of the shampoo directly in here. I'm going to measure it out now so that we have approximately the right amount in, I think about 20 millisien should be completely sufficient. Literally. We are essentially building our own little pad cleaner. Now, our pad cleaning spray with microfiber detergent can still be sprayed very, very well. And now I simply spray my pads. That's why I do it here on the table. You can do it somewhere on the floor. I spray my polishing pads really well. And you can see what has already happened here. The polish is already running. It's already dripping out from the bottom. And it's completely milky. That means here the polish, you can also see it is already running down in the pad. This means it really dissolves very nicely. I am now spraying these polishing pads completely and showing you how the polish liquefies within seconds, allowing me to easily release it from the pad. Of course, you have to do it in a way that your whole table isn't messed up, but I want to show it to you directly in the video. That means we are going to spray this nicely here. It's better if you just place the pads down or put them directly into the washing bucket, but make sure to do it evenly. I just do it like this. Spray the pads. You can do it this way too. And then simply stack them on top of each other. So it drips into the next pad, so to speak. We've already covered that. This is a pad that didn't get clean after the last time. It has picked up a bit of blue color here. but we can still spray it again. It is important that we return to a certain state of basic cleanliness that has already been achieved. Yes, that's actually the best way. You simply stack them on top of each other. And if something drips or is already dripping, the cleaning liquid flows into the next pad, so you don't have such a mess. So here you also put in 2001 directly. Here you already have a little something. And so you now have your finished pad tower that you want to clean here. And so you can really do it very, very nicely. This is now our tower that we are cleaning. Now, we then cover the pads with the laundry bag, catching all the pads, and then they go into the washing machine at approximately. So it runs at 40 degrees and 1000 revolutions during the spin cycle. And the rest is done by the machine, and then we will see it again shortly. So now let's see how the pads are doing. Did everything go well? The laundry bag is also still closed. We can do a little sample here to see how well everything has been cleaned. Here we already have our blue pads, which looked really crusty at the beginning. Here is pad number 1. And I believe pad number 2 was here, and they look really great. So this is 95% cleanliness here. Very, very nice. Now we will take the rest with us into the hall and take a look over there. Laundry is done, and now let's take a direct look here. The 2 blue pads really looked very, very good. The Velcro sticks a bit to the laundry bag, so you can't really shake it out. I'm just going to take it out by hand now. So here, the orange one has become wonderfully clean. The burgundy pad also looks good. This one is a bit thicker and has also become nicely clean. What do we have left? Here is the green pad, about 90%, but that's just a bit of discoloration. So it has definitely become really, really clean. Blue is perfect, red is absolutely top. Also, no Velcro surfaces are coming off in any way. Very, very nice. Here we have another blue pad, and here we have the yellow one. And look, this slightly bluish tint is almost gone, just still here in the inner part. So very, very nice. The pads have already been looked at. Very nice. And the 2 blue ones, which were really dirty at the beginning, also look very stylish again. Red, red, orange. I love it. I love this laundry detergent. It always convinces me again and again. Is it still a secret tip, people? Not really, because this is already the second video. I can also gladly make another video on the topic of washing cloths. I actually have a lot of cloths here that need to go back into the washing machine. So if you are looking for a really good microfiber detergent for cloths and pads, then I think I have a really hot candidate here. That doesn't mean you have to pour out your existing laundry detergents that you are currently using and throw them in the trash. Rather, just use them all up first, or maybe get them for comparison. So the Micron here from INNOVACAR is, I believe, 9. The L is currently really a total hit. 2001 in that area. Until then, folks, take care. Ciao.